Welcome to a new way of understanding sentence structure. If grammar and punctuation have been confusing, you've come to the right place. There's a simple way to understand sentence structure, a simple way to know how to punctuate sentences correctly. The key is a bike. The bike emerged from 20 years' experience teaching grammar and writing. And it's been published in a textbook by Pearson, An Easy Guide to Writing. We'll be summarizing some of the information found in that textbook. The bike is easy to understand and easy to remember. So let's start. A sentence is like a bike. It has two wheels, a who or what and a what about it. These two wheels connect to form a stable structure, the sentence. Here are two examples. Children play. Students studied. They're both sentences. First one, who or what? Children. What about them? Play. Second one, who or what? Students. What about them? Studied. These are bare-bones sentences. Most of the time we put more details around these simple words, so I'm just going to add some more details. I'm going to scribble them in. The neighborhood children play basketball every weekend. That's adding more detail, more information to the sentence. Students in the biology lab, or just let's say in the lab, studied cells under an electron microscope. Now this is messy, I know. But it gives you the idea. We have the who or what, the neighborhood children. What about them? Play basketball every weekend. Students in the lab or a biology lab. What about them? Studied cells under an electron microscope. Now here you can see it. It's not so messy. We have the two wheels. Who or what? What about it? Let's go. Who or what? Neighborhood children. What about those children? They play basketball every weekend. Who or what? Students in the biology lab. What about them? Studied cells under an electron microscope. We have two sentences because we have a who or what connected to a what about it. Regardless of how much detail we add, the wheels give the same kind of information. The front wheel tells us who or what, and the back wheel tells us what about it. So let's take some examples. Who or what? Key lime pie. What about it? Is our favorite dessert. Marissa and John have asked us over for dinner. Who or what? Marissa and John. What about them? Have asked us over for dinner. Two wheels. The 4-month-old baby now sleeps through the night. Who or what? The 4-month-old baby. What about it? Now sleeps through the night. The children's dreams have come true. Who or what? The children's dreams. What about them? Have come true. Construction on the interstate will begin in June. Who or what? Construction on the interstate. What about that? Begin in June. So if you have a who or what and a what about it, you have a sentence. And that's your key. If you want to know whether or not you've written a sentence, ask if you have those two wheels. Do you have a who or what and a what about it? And if you do, you have a sentence. The sentences can be long or short, so as a review, let's just do it one more time. Who or what? Someone. What about that someone? Has sent us flowers. He smiles. This is really short, but you have two parts. You have a who or what, and you have a what about it. So you have a sentence. How you play the game makes all the difference. It's a sentence. How do I know? Who or what? How you play the game. Well, what about how you play the game? Well, it makes all the difference. What goes around comes around. Who or what? What goes around? What about it? Comes around. Everyone in my family loves pizza. Who or what? Everyone in my family. What about them? Loves pizza. The key is the bike. If you have a who or what and a what about it, you have a sentence. These two wheels connect to form a stable structure. So when you're writing, remember that the reader is looking for the who or what and what about it, so make sure you have two wheels. And when you're reading, look for the who or what and what about it. Well, that's it for session 1. For more information on the bike and sentence structure, check out these videos. Session 2, Bikes and Baskets. Session 3, Bikes and More Baskets. And Session 4, Fragments. The bike will take you where you need to go. Enjoy the ride.